you started off with a pretty lofty goal, which was basically to mimic the human body. So if you think about, the 100,000 hairs on the top of a head, or the skin tones and the reflections and light and so on, that's a pretty lofty goal that has been thrown out there for us hardware guys as well as the creative folks like Peter, and then the folks in the software area like Jules, to really pull all that together to make it happen. So if I just reflect back one SIGGRAPH and say, well, what have we done over this past year? If we think back a year ago, we were pretty proud that we AMD announced the first teraflop GPU. So, 1 trillion operations per second. And as we look forward just a little bit in some of the sneak peek demos that we're going to show you today and the rest of this week, we're on the cusp of another major inflection point. For those in the graphics business, I'm talking about DX11. And we're not certainly going to sit with 1 teraflop. We're going to start talking multiple teraflops per GPU, which I think is pretty darn exciting. So if you look over just this decade, we're talking a couple 100x performance improvement in the capabilities between our processors and our GPUs in a relatively short period of time. And so I believe that can fundamentally change the dynamics of how the flow and the content creation is done, because suddenly what used to be an entire data center can now actually be in the hands of a single user or in a single workstation in some of these previs environments that Peter talked about, getting that instant feedback, which is very exciting. So the other exciting thing that we have today is, I've kind of teased you with this demo, so we're going to actually tee up a demo of our next generation GPU. So you'll see kind of some firsts here in a workstation type of environment. This is from our partner DICE. And this shows their next generation engine out there. And what you're looking at is 1,000 light spots. First time it's ever been shown this number. This is being done under a single next generation GPU. Can only be done with a DX11 GPU because it leverages Compute Shader 5.0. Of course, DX10 was 4.0 and so on. So this will continue to be rolled out through the course of 2009. And we think it's pretty exciting, some of the capabilities and potential power that we can bring to the marketplace.